I don't know if you guys remember, but I put out a video a couple weeks ago about India and Pakistan going to war. Well, India just launched missiles into Pakistan. In fact, they launched 9 different strikes under the codename Operation Sindoor. And this isn't just posturing. It's not quite a declaration of war, but it's pretty damn close. And Pakistan, of course, they're promising to hit back. This is the most serious escalation we've seen in years. And to be honest, it's probably going to get worse. Real quick, before we get into the firestorm, this video is sponsored by W Energy. No sugar, no crash, no bullshit, just clean energy and mental focus, especially when the world's heating up. Click my link below, grab a tub, support the channel, and stay sharp. Welcome back to America's Geopolitics. If you're done with globalist nonsense and ready for straight talk, subscribe now, because today we're digging into India's boldest military move in years. This isn't just about Pakistan, it's about national pride, and most of all, it's about a world order that's starting to crack. Let's break it down. On May 6th, just after dawn, India executed a coordinated missile strike on 9 targets inside Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. The codename, Operation Sindoor. Indian officials say the operation was a precision retaliation for the terror attack 2 weeks earlier in Kashmir, where 26 civilians were killed. The Indian government claims those responsible were operating from inside Pakistani territory. Among the targets, alleged terror camps, communication hubs, and supply caches. But Pakistan tells a different story. Of course, they say residential homes were hit, a mosque was damaged, and at least 3 civilians are dead, including a child, and over a dozen are injured. Of course, that doesn't even compare to the 26 civilians killed in Kashmir, but whatever. Let's not sugarcoat it. This is about more than just revenge. Prime Minister Modi's government is under pressure to look strong ahead of upcoming elections. The Kashmir attack, it embarrassed Indian security services and infuriated the public. And they're tired of asking the world to help control terrorism across the line of control. So this time they acted. No warnings, no international forum, just missiles. This was about deterrence, about sending a message, and most importantly, about showing that India will not play defense anymore. And that's one thing we don't talk about with the breakup of the global world order. Everybody's gonna start acting in their own best interest. Pakistan's response came fast. They condemned the strikes as a blatant act of war. They say this wasn't counterterrorism, it was aggression. The Pakistani Air Force scrambled jets across the region and put all combat units on alert. Officials in Islamabad have vowed retaliation at the time and place of our choosing. Does that sound familiar? It should. That phrase has historically preceded military action in the Kashmir. The big fear? Neither side wants a full-scale war, but neither side wants to back down either. In fact, I don't think either side can back down, especially not India looking at the future. The international community, they're saying what they always say. The U.S. has urged restraint on all sides. China says it's closely monitoring the situation, but hasn't committed to any response. Russia hasn't even commented, but I guess they got enough of their own stuff going on. This isn't Ukraine, this isn't Gaza. Nobody's gonna come and mediate this time. And both India and Pakistan know it, 2 large countries. To tell you why this matters, it's because the 2 countries involved, they're both nuclear powered. They've fought 4 wars already, and they both believe they're the victim. But the bigger story, India is rising, and they're done asking for permission. They want to be a superpower, and hell, they're gonna be a superpower, so they're gonna start acting like one. And meanwhile, Pakistan's economy is on life support. Its government is fractured, and its military, it's really the only institution left with real control. This is a dangerous imbalance, and if one more shot gets fired over the line of control, the region could tip from crisis to catastrophe. And you know China would back Pakistan in a second to try to upset India. Operation Sindoor isn't just a one-off, it's a message to Pakistan, to China, to the world. India is done waiting, they're done playing the game. And if you want to understand the geopolitical fallout, this is where you get it. Subscribe to America's Geopolitics and stay ahead of the next catastrophe. If you want to support the channel, don't forget to check the links in the description below. This is Frank with America's Geopolitics. See you next.